Okay, this is an add-on, a short piece that we neglected to include in our earlier talk on parents talking about sex with their teenage children. Um, what's being pushed now these last several years is to inoculate young girls and now even young boys with this Gardasil vaccine, which is allegedly protects them from the human papillomavirus, HPV, which causes cervical cancer and other types of cancer. What I've read is that there's a lot of potentially harmful side effects from Gardasil inoculations. There have been some very severe allergic reactions, where there's even been cases where young people inoculated with this, vaccinated with this, have died. Others have had serious health problems for months and years afterward. So, I mean, it's an unnecessary risk in the sense that why don't we talk to our children about sex and try to get them to practice self-control and postpone sex until they're married rather than inoculating them? And what does that message give them? That, hey, we expect you to go out and have sex. We don't believe you're capable of self-control. So we're going to try and give you this magical vaccine that's going to protect you, even though it ends up harming many young people that have it. And another thing I read about Gardasil, you can Google this. I don't have the links handy. I wrote about this on my blog a few years ago, so I don't have the links handy, but they're still out there. Um, it doesn't even protect young people who are sexually active and promiscuous from all the different strains of HPV. There's a many different strains of HPV. Gardasil only protects them from a few, and the few it protects them from are not all the problematic strains, or not all the different strains that can cause them cancer or other health problems. So it's not a panacea. It doesn't protect them from all the harmful strains of HPV, and it also carries a big risk that they could have their own health harmed. So instead of relying on vaccines, like the whole approach to West American medicine, maybe we'll take up in a future talk, always looking for a magic bullet of a pill, a prescription that makes up for all irresponsible behaviors, anything from overeating to excessive recreational drug use to alcoholism to failure to exercise for decades. No, you got to practice good health and good habits. When it comes to sex, don't engage in promiscuous sex. Gardasil and these other types of vaccines they may be developing are not a magic bullet, and they carry a downside to them. So parents, be aware of that. And don't just mindlessly follow the school administrators urging you to inoculate your children with Gardasil. Okay, do the research, do your due diligence on your own. If you read the things I've read and think about it, there's a good chance you'll come to the same conclusions I've presented. Thanks.